artist, sneaker collector, works with Topps, designed the eBay booth. Who can tell me that DJ's name? Not Aoki. DJ Ski.
Boom. I like it. He's a cool guy we had up here.
I'm going to give you a second chance, though. Steve Aoki is partners with Dan Fleischman in what brick and mortar sports card franchise? That's right.
There you go. That's always nice to see someone get some redemption there. I like it.
They're done, put it in the stand.
Congrats.
Pass back and forth.
Tom, you just tell us to shut up and.
No, that's good. We got about 3 minutes. Derek should be here anyway.
We got 3 minutes till we have to shut up, Rob.
The crowd's like, can they shut up now?
No, we're giving away free stuff. They love it.
Okay,
You guys love it, don't you? There you go. See, you like this stuff.
All
We have a
right.
lot of hockey card collectors here. That's what we're giving away. Hockey cards.
Maybe you will be
We love
after,
hockey, right?
after I give away some packs of hockey. All right.
Oh, what? How's that?
Who can tell me all original six NHL teams? I'm going to go someone I haven't called on down here. All right, go ahead.
Test.
Rangers, Bruins, Blackhawks, Red Wings, Canadians and Maple Leafs.
Yep.
Nicely done, sir.
And then they're going to share a handheld.
Okay.
We got. He's on his way.
That was good. Did he get that?
Yeah, he got
Nice.
that. Who can name me one of what's called the second six franchises in NHL history? Looking for
We are
somebody I
really going
called
to
on
examine the
before.
minds of hockey card collectors here.
All right. The Flyers is one.
I like it. Look at this kid. I like it.
Starts at 3.
He's racking up.
Who can tell me where the Winnipeg Jets relocated to in America before moving back to Canada? Where did the Winnipeg Jets move to?
After the show, after your signing, we'll find you. All right.
Not Hartford. The Winnipeg Jets moved to what city in America? Atlanta. You're a winner. You're
Very
a winner.
good. Congrats.
Okay, second question for a second pack. When they moved from Winnipeg to Atlanta, what did that Atlanta team franchise name? What was that? What were they called? Thrashers is correct.
Okay, here's redemption for the guy who said Hartford, okay? Who did Hartford become and is still playing today? What? He just gave you the answer. All right, I'm nice. Come on up. You should get half the pack to him. You gave him the Google line, and he didn't know how to use Google.
All right.
All right, we can go.
Upper Deck holds the license for NHL hockey cards. OPC is in that brand. Who, however, used to own licensing for OPC? Raise your hand. That's correct. In addition to branding hockey products under Upper Deck brands, what former manufacturer did Upper Deck acquire and produces hockey cards under these brands? What former manufacturer did Upper Deck? Not Topps.
Do 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 do.
Not Don Ross.
No?
Who said Fleer?
Oh! I think we're good. You guys all good to go? You ready for the show? The Great American Collectible Show?
Stick one in there, and then they'll share the.
You're all good.
They need mics.
All right, we're out of here and turning it over to the Great American Collectibles radio show. Let's
Thank
give
you,
a cheer
Rob.
for everybody, all right?
Hey, how about a hand for these guys? You want to give it to him?
I'm not sitting there. Somebody's.
Oh, that's for Derek.
That's for
right?
Derek.
Leave it
That's
for
for
Derek.
Derek.
You
That's for
guys,
Derek.
you can
Yeah, I'll
just
just
switch
grab it.
You can take it out of there, whatever's easier for you guys. Next to you.
No, that's fine. All right, we're ready to go. Hi, my name is Tom Zappola with my two great co-hosts, John Mallory and Red Sox Hall of Famer Rico Petrocelli. For you Boston fans, I think everybody knows who Rico is. Five-time All-Star. Derek Grady from Heritage Auctions is going to be joining us, but he's...
There he is.
Oh, he's always late. Name of the show is the Great American Collectibles Show. This show is a special 2-hour show that will be broadcast next Wednesday night on just about every platform. We're on WCAP up in the Boston area, Facebook Live, iHeartRadio, YouTube, Alexa, what else? Spotify.
Just read the sign.
Yeah,
there.
read the sign.
Pandora.
Read the sign. And this show is being sponsored by our good friends here at the National Sports Collectors Convention, PSA, and our good friends at Heritage Auctions. Derek, welcome.
I brought some wax boxes so we can throw out.
All right, we have
some
all
packs.
kinds of giveaways, and you have to speak up. We've got all kinds of giveaways. We've got some great guests, and we're going to open it up right now. We've got a bunch of guests coming in over the next 2 hours. But we are real honored first we've asked two gentlemen to come up. Number one, the director of this event, the man that is probably most responsible for putting this together, John Brogy, Executive Director of the National Sports Collectors Convention. John, welcome.
I'm the executive director if you're having a good time. If you're not, I know where the complaint department might be.
Can we crank them up a little bit? Yeah, you got to crank that up a little bit, John. John, say that again.
I said, I'm the director if you're having a great time. If you're not having a great time, we'll continue someplace that you can make your complaint.
That's right. All right, John, in a nutshell, I mean, are you happy with the turnout?
We're ecstatic about the turnout. I've told you on the show a couple of times in the past several months that our ticket sales were well ahead of what last year in Chicago was. And last year in Chicago was a big monster as we all came out of the COVID situation. The number of people who just wanted to be involved in the show was crazy. We've exceeded that this year. I don't know how we did it. I don't know how we got all the people into this building in the time frame we did. My staff did one heck of a job in making sure that people who were walking all around found where they needed to be able to get into the show on time. I want to say one thing, Tom. The tickets we've sold, we do a survey if you buy your ticket online. 55% of you in here are at your first national
That's
ever.
a good sign.
And we expect you
That's
to come
very
back
cool.
every year
Very,
now.
very cool.
Yep.
Very
Yep.
cool. John, you know, we were talking, Rico and I and John were talking this morning, Rick, about talk about a change in technology. Yeah. His mic is off. Rico's mic is off.
Is this one on? Here.
That was on purpose. We did that.
Talk
Rico.
again. Talk again.
But the logistics of a show like this, John, I mean, look at the amount of people here, the amount of vendors here. Can you put into words the work that goes into putting something like this together, my friend?
I don't think I can.
I know,
I
I
can
know.
try. When we walk in here on Sunday morning, and we are here on Sunday, and I was here on Friday to make sure that we began to get everything right. This whole building is empty. There is zero things in this building.
Right.
In a period of 2.5 days, we brought in 590 some dealer booths, 65 to 70 corporate booths, the stage, PSA, all the other grading companies. To be able to do that in a period of less than 3 days is amazing to me. There are so many moving parts, and again, I need to thank our staff for making it happen. They walk in here on Sunday and just take over. They know exactly what to do, where to be, and I just sit there and put out any fires that we have, and thank goodness we haven't had that many this year.
Well, John, first, thank you so much for putting this thing together. As we were talking about earlier, before we were trying to fool around with Rico's mic, the technology, and Derek, you can attest to this, the technology has changed dramatically over the last several years with the booths and how they're set up. It's like, you know, it's just amazing, as opposed to 10, 12 years ago.
It
Well, you're
is.
still in the Stone Age.
Everybody now relies upon the internet for a variety of things, to make a sale, to check prices, to look to see what's available, and all of that stuff comes together at the National. Our Case Break Pavilion over here, these guys are broadcasting live to most of the world right now, and they're doing breaks up until midnight each evening. Technology is so important anymore. It's, I think, what has allowed our industry to grow. When we were within the pandemic, people weren't getting out to shows, so what they wound up doing was jumping online and connecting to the sports cards, sports collectibles industry through an online venue. But you know what? Nothing beats seeing it in person like you guys are doing it here.
John, thank you so much. We appreciate you coming in. And by the way, John brought a guest with him that we're going to chat. I'm personally very excited about this because I had BC tickets for 20 years, season tickets. And Rutgers University used to come in to Boston College, and we used to kick the hell out of them on a regular basis.
What? I mean, easy on my school. All right, man?
Right.
All right.
But anyway, we are real pleased to have Marco Battaglia, All-American football player from Rutgers University. Actually, 1995 Big East Offensive Player of the Year. A nice 7-year, 8-year career in the NFL. Marco, welcome. How about a nice hand for Marco Battaglia?
And a New York City boy, too.
Yes, I am.
Yep.
And
And a Yankee fan.
And
we don't have to go down there.
Sorry, Rico.
Rico, he has to go down that road. Marco,
I'll tell you something about the Yankee fans now. I just want to say to all you Yankee fans out there, you know the rivals, Red Sox-Yankee rivals. Great rivalry. Even the years when I played. And I notice here at the show, there's a lot of people, Yankee fans, with the hats, with the shirts, like our friend over there. But let me just say one thing. Nobody with the Red Sox, because the Red Sox stink this year. But the Yankees, this is the first time I've seen this many Yankee memorabilia clothing on in the last, 4 years. They finally got a good team. And not for anything. I didn't see, the last show I was at, I did not see any Yankee stuff being worn. So you're all front runners just like the Red Sox, too.
he wants to fight again. This is
All
a guy
right.
No. Hey,
and this is a guy that's from Brooklyn.
Right.
That's right. I'm from
Would you
New
expect
York.
anything less?
He's from Brooklyn.
the last
Look at the Yankee fans leaving. Look.
Marco, the last time Rico got into a jam with the Yankees, he had Joe Pepitone's toupee in his hand.
He did. Here, we're going to throw out some packs
Marco,
because
some
they're
story.
trying to
We
steal the
got
show
to talk a
over
little
there.
bit of football.
We'll
with
talk
Marco
football.
Battaglia, because we were talking before we went on the air. You played tight end, okay, which has now become a very different position, probably even from when you played, which wasn't that long ago.
Absolutely.
It's become a much more offensive position. I don't think blocking is as stressed, although a guy like Gronk could do both.
Yep.
So I want you to talk about the tight end position, how it's changed, because you still watch the game, and then the game itself, the rules, what players can and can't do. You have a great perspective on this.
Well, what the scouts are looking for now is somebody that can get in and out of cuts, get
Right.
down the field, not necessarily play with their hand in the ground.
Yeah.
Right? Because years ago, you would find it difficult to get release from a linebacker or a defensive end. Nowadays, you can't even touch these guys.
I know.
5 yards, they're down the field, they're in their routes. So they're looking for more of a athletic runner, jumper, rather than a big bruising, maybe undersized offensive lineman where, hey, we'll put his hand in the ground and he'll block the power or he'll block the edge rusher. It's much different now. It's what they look for is much different. When I came out, I would probably fit into today's game a lot better than I did back in the 90s and the 2000s, just because I was more of a pass-skilled type of a guy.
Right.
Listen, life is timing.
I know.
Timing is life. The salaries these guys are getting now.
Right.
I mean, we talk about it. Rico's going to say the same thing. Like,
Yeah.
as athletics and sports progresses, it's just the generation prior to the current generation has always got a couple of complaints.
And you played most of your career with the Bengals.
I did.
It's also not fair because the Bengals are really good now.
They are.
You
They
played
are.
on some tough times in Cincy.
I did, and it was funny because this year when they went out to the Super Bowl, I said to myself, I said, you know, they really don't connect and reach it back at the alumni. So I actually reached out this year and I said, hey guys, I know you're going to the Super Bowl. What do you have for the alumni? And they actually put together a beautiful experience
That's
for
nice.
us. So we all, a bunch of the guys, not all of the guys are still disgruntled. But we would go back, we went back, and we had a great time in LA.
They had some great players there. They couldn't put the team part together, but there was some great play, including
Oh,
yourself,
we had
over
great
those
players.
years.
I played with some great players.
Yeah, unbelievable players. Yeah.
Rocco, what are you doing now?
So I'm the senior advisor for the president of Rutgers University. Been back at my alma mater 8 years now, fundraising, developing the athletic program, and that's how myself and Mr. Brogy, John Brogy, know each other. We're both alumni, and you know, I'm here because obviously this is one of my dearest friends, and whatever he asks me to do,
You
I
Rutgers
do.
guys, you stick together.
We stick together.
You do.
Well, listen, I want to thank both of you for coming. Marco, we got to get you to Boston. If you're in Boston, you're going to come on. You
I'll
gotta
see
come
you
in.
Labor Day. We're playing BC.
Oh, Jesus.
Listen, man, the other thing is, you know what? A few years later, you might have played for the Pats because Belichick loves Rutgers guys.
Oh, yeah.
Loves
You're
the Rutgers
absolutely
guy.
right. I'm not going to tell you my Pat story because I kicked myself in the butt, but it was down my free agent year. I'll say it quick. It was between Belichick and John Gruden in Tampa, and I chose wrong. Thanks, guys.
You're a class act,
Thank you
man.
very
Good to
much.
meet you.
Thank you very much. All right, we got a lot of giveaways out today. A little noisy over there. Wow. We've got some giveaways. We got some trivia questions. We have a few people are going to come in. We have a special presentation for Rico in a few minutes that we're really excited about.
Yeah, new defibrillator.
But first of all, let's talk to Derek because Heritage Auctions basically has been the story of this convention. Derek, tell us about the card.
The 1952 Mantle?
No, the 1952 Mantle.
Okay, that one. You know, it's really the highlight of my career was taking this card on consignment from somebody that bought it from Mr. Min in 1991 and kept it under, you know, really in his memorabilia room in a card saver and didn't want to get it graded. And I showed up and told him we need to get this graded, and it came back SGC 9.5, which truly rivals any of the 10s that are out there, and it's better than any of the 9s in PSA or SGC holders. So we have it right now on display at our booth. You can take a picture with it if you want. It's estimated at $10 million. I'm sure several of you out there maybe can come together and own it, fractionalize it. I certainly can't. Maybe Rico can. I know
Rico certainly can.
Zappola has no shot.
I offered $10,000 for it. I didn't go
you're
for
a
it.
little bit off there.
What is the bidding at now? Do we know?
So right now the bidding is at, I think it was 5.4 million. You had the buyer's premium. You're roughly 6.5 million, but there's 30 days left in the sale. So we all know how at the end the sale takes off. You only have to put an initial bid in right now, so it, you know, it can run dry for a little bit for the next 20 days, but then the last week it will start to pick up again.
That's
But
typically for an auction like that. That's
how it
typically when it
works.
picks up.
Yeah, it's how it works with extended bid auctions, which most companies do. So, but we are anticipating that the record for a sports item at auction is the Diego Maradona jersey that just sold for $9.3 million. And I think, and the highest price for a card ever paid at auction was $6.6 million for a Hannes Wagner card. So we're already there. We're going to pass Hannes probably by the end of the day. Then we got to beat the Diego Maradona jersey, and we'll do that.
Very cool. Very cool. Rico, you saw that card.
I saw it, yeah. Mickey Mantle was my hero as a kid growing up in Brooklyn, and I had a 1952 card. Of course, the industry wasn't born yet, and so we used to throw it up against the wall with the other kids, you know, whoever was closest win, put them in the spokes of a bike, you know, and it was all, and then my mother threw them out.
Your mother
I
and
had to
everybody
punch her in
else's
the mouth,
mother.
you know what I mean?
Can you get a copy of the book? I do have a question for Rico because
Go ahead.
you said that Mickey Mantle. You've told this story on the air before on the show. You said Mickey Mantle was your idol.
No, he was
growing
my.
up.
I didn't say that.
What'd
I
you
say what? I didn't say idol. I said Mickey Mantle was my favorite player.
Okay, he was your
I don't
favorite
have
pla-
idols.
Right. Well, he was your favorite player.
Yes.
Point being is, you finally got to play against him
Yeah.
as a
well,
rookie.
That's right.
And why don't you tell us about, what did it feel like to be up at the plate, your favorite ball player is on first base, and what happened?
I thought that was the longest question I ever heard.
Go ahead.
No, but yeah, I was at first base, and so Mickey Mantle, my hero, on two guys were my heroes, Mickey Mantle and Hank Aaron. Mr. Hank Aaron was, I could tell you stuff with him. He's the greatest. Anyway, Mickey, as a kid, so I take a lead at first base. I probably walked. And I'm saying to myself, gee, should I say hello to Mickey? You know what I mean? And so ball one, I come back to the base and same thing. It said, geez, should I? I said, I might not get a chance if the batter hits the ball. And so I came back, was 2 balls, no strike. I come back, and then I hear, hey, Rico, how are you doing? I said, hi, Mick, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, what a thrill it was.
Rico,
So I was very fortunate to play against him and Mantle, Hank Aaron, Willie Mays, you name them. And they were just great. They were as great as they're talked about.
So,
He's a great athlete.
Rico, now a great teammate of yours, Rico,
Yeah.
Dick Raditz, great pitcher.
Yeah.
He had the best. I interviewed him many years ago, and he has the best stat against Mickey Mantle. By the way, he's the guy. Mickey Mantle nicknamed him the Monster.
Oh, that's
and I
right.
interviewed Dick. Dick Raditz faced Mickey Mantle 63 times, struck him out 47 times, gave up 1 hit, a home run. That's the only hit he ever gave up to him. And I guess Raditz told the story. They didn't know who Raditz was, and he struck out Mickey Mantle in spring training. And Raditz was a big kind of
big guy.
scary looking guy, right, Rico?
Yeah,
And
I
Mantle's got so ticked off that Raditz struck him out. He's walking back to the dugouts saying words I can't say here, and he's saying, that you-know-what monster, that big, ugly you-know-what monster, and that's how Raditz got the nickname the Monster.
now,
Yeah.
and that's true. For you collectors out there, to give you an example of how little players knew back there what the value of collectibles were,
Right.
Mr. Petrocelli, 2 things that he had in his hand that he gave away. Well, not gave away, just tossed. You caught the ball that Rich Rollins popped up to basically clinch the 1967 pennant.
Yeah.
You caught the final out,
Right.
and you handed the ball to Jim Lomborg.
And gave it to the pitcher, Jim Lomborg.
What
And-
happened to that?
Well, he gave it to the owners, and the owners died, not because of the ball, but because they got old. You know what I mean?
That was a bad ball.
Yeah. So I asked Jim Lombard, would you hear? Said they lost it, and I had the ball. Think about this. For the Red Sox, for those of you who don't know, this was big. It turned the franchise around. I had that stinking ball, right? If I would have known, I would never give it away.
All right, so let's take it one step
All right.
further.
You know how much that ball be worth now?
Oh, God.
No, to a collector from Boston.
So now let's direct this to Staten Island Joe Marino and New Orleans Steve Lane, 2 Mickey Mantle freaks that are in the audience. Petrocelli caught the last ball hit by Mickey Mantle, right? Caught the pop-up. Nobody
Best
knew
out of his career, yes.
the last hit, right? Nobody knew that he was retiring. You caught the ball. What did you do with the ball?
I threw it on a mound. What the heck? Hey, we didn't know he was going to retire till next spring.
So what would that ball be worth, Derek?
That ball would be worth.
Let's ask the expert.
Don't
What would
say
that
a
ball be
million
worth?
because I'm going to faint.
Last ball hit by Mantle.
Yeah.
or the last out made by Mantle.
Very last out.
Signed by Mantle and Rico.
Oh, that would have been really
Yeah,
Maybe just Mantle.
Yeah, I would say that.
50K.
Really?
To
That's
100K.
all?
I mean, maybe
Oh, I'm
more.
glad I threw it in there.
I don't
All right.
know.
Hey, Rico,
Does Steve Lane want the ball? Lane,
Rico,
what are you paying for?
with all these things you've thrown away, remind me not to hire you as my investment guy. Okay.
50,000. There it
All right, listen.
It was an out ball. It wasn't a home run ball.
Exactly. All right, we have some giveaways and we have some trivia questions. This first giveaway, this is really a cool picture. This is a signed Rico Petrocelli. What is 1967?
Yeah.
1967 with the wool uniform.
Wool uniform.
Wool uniform autograph. And here's the trivia question. Where is it? Oh. Rico Petrocelli had owned the American League record for most home runs hit by a shortstop in a single season, 40. He held that record for how many years?
Over 30.
Over 30 years. Who broke that record? First one. Nope.
Not Ripken.
Not Cal Ripken. Who broke Rico Petrocelli's single season record for most home runs in a season?
By a shortstop.
Aaron, right here. There you go, sir.
52.
You got it.
Alex Rodriguez.
Rodriguez, whether
take
you
a
like
pack
him
of
or not, he was a
cards, too.
great player.
You want a bag of cards with it?
Want one of those?
Alex Rodriguez.
Go halfies with you in case of.
All right, I did see another special guest out here. Where is James? Is he around? Oh, there he is. James, why don't you come on up here? For those of you that
Hall of Fame at 15.